of always giving fake news. Let's give real news. Many U.S. presidents have overseen the deportation of immigrants, with some administration deporting more individuals than others and using different approaches. Here's a summary of some notable periods in presidents. The Great Depression, 1930. During the era, large scales of repatriation efforts, primarily targeting Mexicans and Mexican Americans, including U.S. citizens, led to the departure of an estimated 400,000 to 1 million people. While some were formerly deported by INS, now USCIS, many were pressured or aided by state and local programs to leave. The Dwight D. Eisenhower, 1950, Operation Wetback. In 1954, the Eisenhower administration launched Operation Wetback, a highly publicized federal crackdown aimed at removing undocumented Mexicans. This operation resulted in hundreds of thousands of deportations, often conducted with military-like tactics and in some cases without paper due process, leading to the forced removal of U.S. citizens. Bill Clinton. His administration removed approximately 2 million people, with a significant portion being returned at the border. George W. Bush. During his presidency, about 870,000 people were formally removed. Barack Obama. President Obama holds the record for the most formal removals, deportations by any U.S. president, with around 3 million non-citizens removed over these 2 terms. His administration policy focused on recent unauthorized borders crossers and those who had committed crimes. Donald Trump. While President Trump often vowed to carry out mass deportations, his administration conducted about 1.2 million formal deportations during his first term. His indiscriminately targeting anyone deportable. Joe Biden. The Biden administration has also overseen significant numbers of deportation and returns, with numbers on pace to match or exceeds the Trump administration. Figures, especially when including expulsions under policies like Title 42, it's important to note that the statistics can be complex and are sometimes categorized differently, which can affect comparisons between administrations. However, it's clear multiple presidents throughout the United States history have actively engaged in deportation in immigrants. So let's break it down even more. The Joe Biden administration has overseen a significant number of deportation and repatriations. It's important to understand the different categories of removals. Deportations were formal removals. These are formal orders to remove individuals from the U.S. The 2. These were rapid removals under a public health authority, primarily used during the pandemic. While Title 42 originated under Trump, the vast majority under expulsions. The authority occurred during Biden presidency, March 2020 through May 2023. Voluntary returns, enforcement returns. These are instances where migrants acknowledge unlawful entry and voluntary depart without a formal removal order. Here's a breakdown of the numbers reported by various sources. Repatriations. Actions as of early 2025. The Biden administration has overseen nearly 4.4 million repatriations. These figures is already more than any single presidential term since George W. Bush's second term, which reached 5 million. Formal deportation removals. From the beginning of fiscal year 2021 through February 2024, there have been approximately 1.1 million formal deportations. Expulsions, 42. Around 3 million expulsions occurred under Title 42, with the majority happening during the Biden administration. Fiscal year 2024, as late as 2024, ICE deported over 271,000 unauthorized immigrants in fiscal year 2024, marking the highest tally since fiscal year 2014 under the Obama administrations. It's also noteworthy that the Biden administration has significantly ramped up deportations under the standard U.S. immigration framework, Title 8, since Title 42 ended in May 2023. From May 2023 through March 2024, they removed or returned 775,000 unauthorized migrants, which is more than in any fiscal year since 2010. While President Obama was often labeled the deporter-in-chief due to his high number of formal removals, critics have dubbed Biden the returner-in-chief due to the large volume of expulsions and voluntary returns
under the administration, under his administration. And that's newsworthy.